A week or two ago on the channel we made a video showcasing 5 Football Manager skins, and in there I picked a skin that not many people knew about, kind of an underrated skin, and you guys really seemed to respond to that, so we thought why not make a video showcasing 5 of the most underrated skins in FM23. Hi everyone, Jake here for FMSCOUT, and as mentioned today we're going to be showcasing 5 of the most underrated skins in FM23. These are skins that we maybe haven't talked about. We'll showcase all 5, but to quickly cover the basics, you can find all of these skins linked in the description down below in the order of how I show them today. If you go to those links, you'll be able to download the skin, put it into your skins folder. If you need a tutorial on how to do that, there's plenty online and we've done plenty in the past too. I won't cover it again in this video, but once you've got your skin, head over to preferences in game and then change your skin to the one you want. Before we look at our first skin, if you do enjoy the video, go ahead and smash that like button for us. It really would mean a lot, and credit to all of the creators and people behind these skins. Thank you for adding them to the FMSCOUT site for us to showcase here and for you guys to be able to download. Comment down below your favorite skin, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's check out skin number 1. Just to note for you guys as well, I'm not going to showcase every single screen on these skins. There might be things that I miss, but if you head on over to the links in the description for any of the skins that you do like, there's plenty of pictures over there to show what it might look like in game, a list of all the changes that they've made to this skin and whatnot. So if you want more information, go on to those links. But our first skin is right here. It is the Just skin with a very nice background for sure. Let's load into a save and see what it looks like. Okay, so here we are loading into a save with Blackburn. This is from a rebuild that I did on my channel, which if you want to check out my channel, by the way, you can find that linked in the description. But straight away on the home screen, we've got a bunch of information being displayed to us and this nice dark purple colour going through the whole screen. You can see that purple carries through every single aspect of this screen. We've got player issues in front of us here, so we can see them right in front of our eyes, so you can't ignore these problems anymore, guys. They are shoved right in front of you. Here is our club info screen. Looking at Blackburn here, we've got some information about us, our recent form, where we sit in the table, our next fixtures with some nice badges on there as well, or previous fixtures should I say, and we've also got the starting 11 here that's showing the links between players as well, the players that know each other quite well. So our best 11 is right there for us. We have our captain, our key player, our hot prospect, and then some information about the club in terms of the facilities. Let's take Brennan Johnson as our example player here. Let's go take a look at what the player profile screen looks like, and you can see it's really carrying through this purple theme. Now I'm not saying, by the way, that any of these skins are like my absolute favourites or anything like that, but they're definitely underrated and underappreciated for how good they are. Personally, for me, it would take a lot to get used to the different colour schemes on these attributes, like seeing light blue as a great attribute and the darker colours as actually the worst attributes. That would take a little bit for me to get used to. But as far as Football Manager skins go, this one is very, very nice in my opinion. I'm liking it so far. A lot of information straight away, a lot of different things on one screen. We've got our little player graph here, as well as some statistical analysis as well about the player. So if you're looking at someone maybe that you're going to sign and you want to look at them based on their stats, you can see it here, as opposed to their attributes. You've also got their current star rating and their potential, not in the star format, but in a circle format, if you prefer that. It looks pretty nice so far. Very clean, a lot of information on one screen for sure, but I'm sure people will get used to it over time. This I absolutely love. So this is the tactics screen, but I love this tactics screen here. I think the colours look great. The way that it's laid out is very nice as well. You've even got some recent match analysis to tell you how the most recent match went. Looks like we lost to Arsenal, and there is all the statistics from that. You can look at the next match, last 5 matches, recent match analysis, our schedule, and also our players very easily here. We can take a look to see how our tactics looking by clicking that button, and I like how the players' faces are popping out, and the tactics screen just looks great to me. This is my favourite page on the whole tactic. I'll now have a bit of a look around to see if anything else looks majorly different for us, but I imagine usually when it comes to skins, those are the main changes that we see. The competition page looking nice there in the accented colours for sure. When we simulate ahead, that's what the screen looks like. You might have seen it for a few seconds then. I'll try and do it again very quickly for you. Nothing too major to note there, but it does look nice. It's a skin I very much enjoy. It's called Just Skin, and it seems like it's trying to simplify the game down a little bit to its base levels. I love the colour scheme going through. So I'm going to rate this skin very highly, and now we'll check out skin number 2. Whilst that skin loads, I realised I didn't give a shout out to the creator of that skin. His name is Just Howie, according to the FMSCOUT site. So thank you, Just Howie, for creating creating a brilliant skin there. The next skin we're looking at is the Tangfu skin created by Tracy Slew. I think that's how you pronounce it. That could be completely wrong. And the idea, or at least a tagline on this skin, is that it's trying to make the game look a bit more neutral toned, so it's not as bright, not as popping as some other skins are. So quite a contrast to the last one we looked at in the Just skin. And if we go to the homepage with the Tangfu skin, this is what we're greeted with straight away. And it definitely is muted tones. There's not too many bright colours popping out. And for some people, they will definitely prefer this. And right now, I can tell personally, my eyes are feeling a lot more comfortable in this setting, I think. That's nothing against Just skin. I really like the colour scheme on that. But they're not having to strain themselves as much looking at these neutral tones, that's for sure, with the Tangfu skin. And if we go into the club info screen, okay, so by the way, this is my first time reacting to these skins as much as it is you guys, and this looks really cool. I mean, it's almost like childlike, if you want to maybe call it that. I don't really know, but you've got the name of the team, a cool badge, the position in the Prem where we're predicted to come, our facilities. We've also got a list of some of our players here and their transfer value. We can sort by that if we want to. Our best 11 and the links between them, captain, key player, hot prospect, and the board's rating in us currently, and also whether we have a sugar daddy or what kind of sugar daddy we have at the club behind the scenes. Looks like we've got an underwriter here. We can scroll down for more information, and when we scroll down, you can see the players moving slowly there. We've got the table. We've also got the fan dynamics that they added this year into the game that personally I never normally look at, and I imagine most people don't either. We've got the club kits, and straight away, that's a promising start for me. I really like the look of that. I think it's been made very simple, very nice to look at for sure. Let's do what we did last time and go to the player profile screen of Brennan Johnson, and this is very different. Not what I was expecting for sure, but I do like it. I mean, we've got some information here that is usually hidden. You can see if you want to, you can check out the current ability rating of a player. Looks like everything else is hidden. Maybe that's because we don't have the editor on, I don't know. But you also can't usually see the fatigue value of a player. So do bear in mind that this information is going to be on this skin. You might be able to remove it, but I'm not seeing a simple button to click to get rid of it here. So just bear that in mind if you are looking to use this skin. You've got information on their right foot and left foot. It's got a grading system. You can see his right foot is an A and his left foot is rated as a C. We've got his weight, his height, international stats, pass completion, all of that is there. Star ratings and reputation is there too. If he's wanted, if he's on holiday, that's all in that section. And then his attributes, you can see it's on like a sliding bar. So 20 would be the bar pushed all the way that way. If it was a 1, the bar would be all the way down here. You can see with 6 tackling, the bar isn't very much filled, but with the pace and acceleration of Brennan Johnson, it's much higher. And I quite like that. I never thought that would be a possibility on a skin, but I like the way that they've done it. Some information here as well about their stats in game. This is very useful if you're looking to do a bit of a money ball type situation and focus more on a player's statistics as opposed to their attributes. Very nice skin so far, looking good. Let's check out the tactics screen where, I mean, it's very similar to the standard Football Manager skin as far as I'm aware. I haven't used it for a long while, but it feels very similar, other than of course the main thing, which is the colour scheme, which is very different. But in terms of how it's laid out, it is pretty basic, pretty simple, and very nice to look at. We've got all the players' faces as well and next to their names, which is good to see. We can sort by average match rate, and you can see that's a little bit of a different colour to normal, almost a teal looking shade there. So far so good. When we advance a day, it's got the exact same schedule advancing as the normal Football Manager skins would. Zidane apparently manager of Manchester United here, but this is the Tangfu skin. Big fan of it, really like the club info screen, really like the player profiles as well. Obviously it's all preference based. Some of you might look at these skins and go, I hate it. Some might absolutely love it. So if you don't like a particular skin, don't give it hate, it's just that you might not enjoy it. But there you go, that's 2 skins down out of 5. Let's check out skin number 3. The next skin has been created by a guy by the name of Sable. Again, all the links to these skins are in the description, and this is called the DarkPolish skin, so you kind of get an idea of how this one's going to look. And that is dark and polished, exactly what you'd expect. This isn't a skin that's trying to completely change the way Football Manager looks. It's just adding a darker polish to the skin that we normally know. Instead of the normal Football Manager colours, we've got some dark tones on here and a very nice clean polished, sleek looking skin. For you guys that don't like drastic changes in their skins, this could be the perfect one for you. In terms of the club info screen, we've got the trophies straight away at the top here. If you have the trophy mega pack installed from the FMSCOUT website, it will look even better for you with having the actual legitimate trophy images. Some information about our facilities, our bank balance, our finances, the owner's status, everything is on this screen. Let's go take a look at a player. Let's take Scott Wharton this time instead of Brennan Johnson, and this is very much akin to the normal Football Manager skins that you guys will be used to. Very simple, very plain, but all the information that you'd want is on this screen in a sleek format, so you've got everything you want to know, including the player's biography. Of course, if you wanted to change this to his attribute analysis graph, you can change these just with a little click of the button, but straight away you can see what this skin's trying to do. Just bring everything together a little bit more, make it look a lot more sleek and cohesive, and I am very much a fan of this. This is the kind of skin that I tend to prefer to use, where it's not huge changes, but it's just little tweaks that makes the skin look a lot better. Obviously, it depends on the kind of skins you guys are into, but again, the tactics screen, very much the basic tactics screen, just with a dark polish over it. There's not too much to check out on this skin from what I can tell straight away. Maybe I've missed something. Again, there'll be screenshots of every single skin on the links on the FMSCOUT page, so you can see more about it. But that's the dark polish skin. Very simple, very sleek, very effective, and very clean. But now we'll go and take a look at our fourth skin. Now, skin number 4 has been created by a man called the Norseman LP in collaboration with an FM blogger and streamer, and that is who this skin is named after, so bear with me if I butcher the pronunciation of this, but this is called the XavierKete skin. And this is another one where the idea behind it is that it's not a huge change to what you're used to in Football Manager. It's just a bit of a tweak, a bit of a shift to make things look a lot sleeker and cleaner than they normally would. Right now we're looking at that Blackburn save yet again. This is our club info screen, and things are looking very nice and tidy here. If you had the stadium images as well, it would look even better, but we have everything you'd want to see at an early glance. You've got what you want. The home screen isn't looking too drastically different either, and if we go and take a look at a singular player, you can see there's a slight shift in how these player profile screens look to what they normally would look like. And I know I keep saying this word, but this is a very clean skin, very basic, very simple, making sure only the key information that you need to know is on your screen, as opposed to some other skins like the first two we looked at, where you're being hit with lots of information at once. If you prefer that, that's great. If you prefer it to be a bit more sleek, a bit more clean, then this might be what you're after. We've got his pros and his cons, a star rating, the value, the player's face, his positions up here too, everything that you'd want to know. Here's our tactics screen that I think looks very nice. It's all color coded by position as well. We've got all the information you'd want to know on this screen, looking very simple, looking very nice, and I feel like I'm not giving as much time to these more recent skins as opposed to the first two, but that's because there was more to look at in the first two. Skin 3 and 4 so far have been very much like the standard FM skin, just tweaked and made a lot better and a lot more functional and a lot more aesthetically pleasing to look at too. But a big fan of this skin as well. Again, if you want every single tweak and change, you can find that on the link to each skin in the description down below, where there's also a link to my channel and these rebuilds like this one with Blackburn here. We've done Liverpool, there'll be one coming out soon with Marseille. Whatever you want to check out, they'll all be on there. But yes, that's skin 4. One skin left to go. Let's see what we've got. And the final skin is made by someone called I Am the Shark, and this is the SSD skin. And the main thing about this skin is, again, it's very similar to your normal Football Manager skin, but this one has got some nice blue tones running through it, and that is the key theme through the skin, just these nice blue tones. You'll see straight away on our home screen everything you'd expect, with some nice blue imagery, blue wording on the left as well, and blue icons at the top. If we go to the club info screen, we can see it's laid out differently to how it might normally look. We've got a little image of a city there in Blackburn, an image of a generic stadium. I don't believe that is Ewood Park exactly. That's my fault though for not having the stadium images loaded into the game. We've also got our best 11 here, or our last starting 11 should we say, our captain, our manager, and our key player. Lots of information here on the club info screen that you can check out. Then it comes to the player profiles, where that blue theme is running through yet again. Another skin that gets rid of the stars and replaces them with these circles, half-filled circles, if you prefer that kind of thing. All the information you'd like to know in one area. I would argue for some people it might be a bit hard to see some of these attributes. Only the real good ones have been highlighted, and that does mean that some of the others are a bit vague to see, but that's just my personal opinion. Maybe you guys see it completely fine and it's just me. Maybe I need to get my eyes tested, but I am liking this skin so far. Let's take a look at the tactics screen, where again, very similar to what we'd normally expect. We've got the player faces in this time though, which I think does add something to these tactics screens. And also, of course, we have those blue accents running everywhere, from this little bar here to the stars or the circles that we've got for our players, to their fitness and their average ratings. Everything is in that blue toning. If you like blue, this might be the skin for you. When we advance, there's no real changes other than, again, some little blue accents in here, and that is pretty much it with this skin. Like some of the others, it's basically your standard skin, just with a few tweaks, and I think all of these skins definitely deserve a little bit more love. Let me know if any of these are ones that you're going to try out. Let me know your favourites down below, and hopefully you have enjoyed this skin showcase video. Probably will be the last one we do for FM23, but if you have enjoyed, smash the like button, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.